What's up? Welcome to the first stream in a long time. Why? Because I got nothing better to do. And I had an idea for something. For content, if you will. Which is a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe course, track, whatever you want to call it, tier list. Not very original. Like, I saw this from Clint, Steven, and Connor. But I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart lately, so I wanted to do that. Let's start with Mario Kart Stadium. Yeah, I think is this the first track you play? And this one's rather basic. I think it's the first one overall. Let's just put it in C for now. I'm not particularly fond of this track, but it's solid, I guess. And I think that's what most tracks in this game are. Like, just nothing special. Water Park, also very basic, not a lot of interesting stuff. The end section where you pop up your glider and you, fly towards the finishing line. There's these gondolas, or like this, what do you even call that? Something like the London Eye, where it's just, you have like a bunch of cabins that go round and round, and sometimes you'll hit a cabin. And that's really frustrating. I'll put it in C for now. Sweet Canyon, more of the same, even though there's a few interesting skips and the design is a lot more interesting than those two. Like, the water park's just so basic. It even has a boring name. Mario Kart Stadium is just also basic as hell. At least this one's sorta interesting. And there's like a few interesting skips. Or like one where you like drive through the donut if you have a mushroom. That's pretty interesting. Yeah. Moving on. Thwomp Ruins. I mean, I like this track. I think it has, like, one really cool skip you can do with, like... I'm judging these on, like, 150cc. And also on how much I'm able to enjoy them with the sharp bike drift. Not the one that goes like a... That goes very round, much like a corner. That's, like, basically a half circle. I'm judging it on, like, the... Because that's what I like to drive, is the very tight drift. But yeah, you can do the skip with like both kinds of drift, which I like. And the design is pretty cool. Yeah, it has underwater section, has flying section. But this would be like high B probably. But I'll put everything into perspective. Mario Circuit, this is the figure 8 track that they heavily pushed in their ad campaign for Mario Kart 8. You know, it's also super basic. It has like a few cool shortcuts that are kind of risky, where you like drive past the piranha plants, and if one of them gets you while you're mushroomed, you're just stuck on the green and your life is ruined. It's kind of interesting. But other than that, still pretty simple. It's kind of fun. It's one of the tracks that works better if it's fast. Like, I think this is probably even playable in 200cc. Which I don't really care about, but it's like nice, I guess. So this is like also just a C, probably better than those two. Maybe, I don't know. Toad Harbor is fine. You got a few nice choices where you can decide between where you go. Like, if you're gonna take the left path or the right path, you can go on the rooftops of the market, basically. And then the finishing section with like these, not the subways. Yeah, those things that drive there that are depicted here. Those are pretty interesting. I'd probably put it ahead of Sweet Canyon. Next up, Boo's Twisted Mansion. I like the starting part where you drive over the carpet and you can do tricks on it because it goes up and down. You have to time it. And then right at the start, there's the skip with the mushroom, which I don't think is bad. I like the skip with the mushroom. Other than that, underwater section feels kind of lame, not really interesting. There's also this thing where you can go, where you pop out with your glider, then you can choose whether you go on the upper path or the lower path. That's kind of cool. The section at the end with the knights trying to hit you, that's pretty good. So this is like also a B. It's definitely better than Sweet Sweet Canyon. Shy Guy Falls, this is probably an A, because it's like really nice to drive on, got some good segments with the water. It's a good show of skill for most parts. I don't think there's any real shortcuts I can remember. Yeah, but I think it's an A. It's just like really clean and not boring. Because like this is basic, right? But it's like good to drive. These are basic, but they're not really interesting to drive, and their theme is not really interesting. This one's pretty interesting. Sunshine Airport, that's either top of B or A. Because it's like super well done. The in-air airport section is cool, there's skips, I like the crates moving around and you having to dodge them. Yeah, I like the air section of it. I like the shortcuts are not really good, except for the last one at the very end where you can jump over the over the crates. That one's pretty cool. So I'd probably probably put it here for now. Yeah. Dolphin Shoals. I'm very split on this. I'm not gonna judge these tracks by music, but this, of course, this has a fire track. So the section with the rings feels kind of lame. I actually can't really notice the difference if I hit a ring or not. It feels kind of stupid. I really hate the pipe part where you're underwater and there's water flowing out of the pipes and you have to hit the water stream, otherwise you just fall down. It reminds me of the mushroom section, like in that on a mushroom map for Mario Kart Wii. It's just way worse. Just the pipes feel jank, like the water coming out feels jank. I don't enjoy that. Yeah, so I think I'd put it like low, because I like the eel section. I like the part where you're on the eel and you can trick non-stop. That feels kind of cool. And I think the design's pretty good, but I would put it at the end of B probably. Maybe better than Sweet Sweet Canyon. Yeah. Electrodome. Electrodome is really solid. Cool theme. Nice to drive. Good anti-gravity sections where you can either go like on a pink track or the green track, even though I have no idea what the difference is. Yeah, nice glider section. A few potential skips with mushrooms that are just like basic, where you can just cut a corner. Yeah. In my opinion, Electrodome is inferior to the other music track. The other one's more interesting in my opinion, but I still like it a lot. It's like probably here? Yeah. Mount Warrior? Mount Warrior is my favorite track in the game, because it's so diverse. There's so many different sections, got different paths you can take. I like tracks that don't repeat a lap. Those are like 3 different laps in a sense, so it's just like start to finish. It has so many great sections, and it's kind of like the DK Snow one from Wii, where there's like, you feel like you're snowboarding a bunch of times. There's a lot of cool tricks you can do. There's a cool shortcut. There's a in-cave section. We can either choose to glide or not to glide, and then be in the water. So yeah, I think this track's goated. I love Mount Warrior. This is gotta be S for me. Cloudtop Truce, also very solid track. I like the in-ship part where you have to try to avoid hitting the barrels. I like the part on the plants. I like the bouncing on the clouds. Reminds me of bouncing on the mushrooms again from Mario Kart Wii. It has a cool shortcut that you don't need a mushroom for. You can do with either drift. That's really cool. The lightning section of this track is kind of whack. That's the only thing I don't like. Other than that, it's like really good. There's like probably an A. Bone Dry Dunes, I don't love. I like Dry Bones walking on the track. That's cool. But other than that, these sections where you have to choose between one path or another. You can interchange kind of. They feel kind of jank to drive, especially on the faster CCs. They feel kind of weird. So yeah, this is like a B? Yeah. Bowser's Castle. I don't know. This has already been in that game a bunch. It's like very similar to the Wii one. I never understood like the path where the glide section where there's these lava fountains shooting up. Has anyone ever been hit by that? I don't feel like it actually can hit you. I like the fire wheels that you have to avoid, and like the kind of wrecking ball with spikes you have to avoid. And like I actually think you can like go pretty fast on this track, like go around all the corners. I like it with like the drift I prefer. I think that's pretty cool. The Bowser section where there's the giant Bowser just punches the track. Again, it feels like you can just get unlucky with the timing, which kind of sucks. But other than that, it's like pretty cool. This is like probably here. Rainbow Road. There's a bunch of Rainbow Roads in this game. I think this one fucking sucks. I think this one's like D or something, and I can explain why. The reason for that being is when you get like the tight drift, the really corner cutting drift, the one I prefer, the bike drift. On 150cc, you can't drift at all. You would have to actually deaccelerate a bunch of times so you just don't fall off the track. Because the track is so curved that you just shoot out on one end or the other. And anytime, because it's all anti-gravity for the most part at least, anytime you touch a different driver, you accelerate and you go off the track on like 150cc and more. It's just so frustrating. It's so stupid. So either you pick the kart with like, either you pick a kart or a bike which has the wide drift, or you're not gonna enjoy this track on like 150cc. On 100 it's probably fine, but I'm judging these on 150. Yeah, so this one really sucks. Moomoo Meadows. I love Moomoo Meadows. It's my favorite Wii track. I like everything about the track. I like having to dodge the cows. Yeah, I think the ambiance is nice. It looks real pretty. Everything feels kind of nice to drive. You can skip a bunch. Yeah, you can do a bunch of skips just by using mushrooms on the grass. Yeah, I think this is an A. Every time I'm driving this track, I enjoy it. I feel like it's fair. Mario Circuit. This is the one with all the colorful blocks, right? So Mario Circuit. This one's like, it's not really interesting. But I gotta put it like above all these. It's better than any of these. Is it better than Sweet Sweet Candy? It's probably like here. Yeah, that's what I'd say. Mario Kart 8 Rainbow Road is terrible. This one, yeah, because there's multiple, right? But this one sucks. This one's terrible. Maybe I should put it in E tier, but I'll adjust it later. Cheep Cheep Beach. Cheep Cheep Beach is good. I like driving it. I like that you can choose to stay on a track or go underwater. I like having to dodge the crabs. The other beach track I would compare it to is like the Mario Kart Wii one, where there are these ducks that throw you up in the air. And I hated that. I'm glad I got rid of that. Yeah, this track's really vibrant. I like the sections. You can do like a nice skip on one corner when you use a mushroom. It is a really solid track. It's like probably... Ooh, this is tough. I don't want to put too much stuff in B. Let me put this here. And let me actually put these two up here. This is how I feel about it. Toad's Turnpike. I like Toad's Turnpike, but if somebody tells me that they don't like it, I understand. Because, like, all the cars driving... Like, you having to dodge all the cars is kind of annoying. But usually, like, if you get a lead on this... If you get a good start on this track, you're gonna win. Because, like, you just get so far ahead. I mean, I like this, right? This is, like, probably here. But is it an objectively good track? I'm not sure. I just like it. Dry Desert? Dreaded Desert's pretty good. I like it. I like jumping over like the fallen obelisks, doing tricks off them. Only thing is like this map's so open that if you get like a good mushroom in some sections, you'll just be able to skip so much. So like item RNG is like pretty important. But other than that, it's fun to drive. It's probably not as good as the Wii Desert track, because you were like inside a temple for that. That was all really sick. But like there's this oasis section where you can trick off these like torrents. That's pretty nice. Where would I put this? It's better than Dolphin Shoal, it's better than Twisted Mansion. Probably... Actually, I'd put it here for now. Donut Plains. I know Connor likes this map, but I hate it. I think it sucks. It's so boring to drive. The whole, like, being on a bridge section where you can go in the water, that's cool and all. I don't like Donut Plains. Where would I put it? That's like, it's gotta be a D track, but there's no way it's as bad as Rainbow Road, so let me just put Rainbow Road down here. Royal Raceway. This is the best of the boring tracks, because it feels nice. Boring theme, but it just feels good to drive on. A lot of like long drifting sections, cool glider section. Nothing memorable. I just like better than Mario Circuit in my opinion. DK Jungle. Ugh, this is tough. Because there's a bunch of stuff I really like on this map. Like jumping on the mushroom. I just like jumping on mushrooms. But then there's like the skip at the end. At the very end, there's like there's two paths you can take. And on 150cc, it's pretty much impossible to take the skip with the drift I prefer. You need to have the white kart drift. And that knocks it down a bit, probably from A to B for me, because it's not as enjoyable with that in mind. So I would probably put it here. Yeah. Wario Stadium. Dude, I haven't played... Is this even in the rotation for online? I can't remember playing this stage at all, and I played like 200 games. Wario Stadium, actually kind of fun, kind of... not the best Wario track like throughout the history of Mario Kart, but I like this. There's like a bunch of tricky sections. I don't really like the part where you're up on that structure. The metal one. But other than that, it's pretty good, but I can't remember playing it in forever. This stage never gets picked. Maybe it's not even in the rotation for some weird reason. Yeah, probably like here. Yeah. Sherbet Land. Honestly, this has like another world of its own, like where you can drive below the ice, under the water. But I really almost never do that. There's these people skating around, which you kind of have to dodge, and there's these ice things. I don't think I've ever touched one of these in my entire life. It's not all that interesting. So I'd probably put it here. I'll have to make some adjustments later. Okay, Music Park. This is like the better Electrodome in my opinion. There's just like a lot more going on. You drive on a piano, you bounce on drums. Music Park's gotta be A. I like it a lot. It has the piranha plants, it has the section with these bouncing notes where you can trick on the bounce basically. There's a bunch of cool skips. Yeah, overall really solid. There's like... Actually, let me put this up here. Yoshi Valley? I hate Yoshi Valley. Why? Because it basically, the whole gimmick of this map is, at the start you get to decide a bunch of paths. Whereas, you have like 4 different options, which path you take. Which in theory sounds cool, if there just wasn't one that was a lot faster than any other one. And that's not the one I like to drive. The only reason I don't take that path is because I think there's value in like going on the road less traveled, where when you're not with all the other racers on the same path as all the other racers, there's less chance you get hit, but it's significantly slower. And I think if you're gonna make like all these different options, at least have some merit, right? But there's just one option that's better than all the others, which is so dumb. So this goes here. Tick-Tock Clock, probably one of the most memorable DS stages. One of the only ones I can remember. I think it's really good. I think it's just like clean gameplay. I like having to dodge this thing that goes from left to right. Yeah, this has got to be an A tier. This is probably up there. I really like it. I think it's really clean, really interesting theme. I also like Piranha Plant Slide. Feels really good. I like the water section. I think it's pretty cool. The only thing I don't like is the gliding part at the end, where sometimes I don't like having the option to go too low. Where you just hit the wall, you don't make it up, and you just fall down. Why have that? I don't understand. So where are we at? Piranha Plant Slide. Probably worse than Thwomp Ruins. Maybe top of B. This is pain. Come on, just. Yes, alright, like that. Thank you. Grumble Volcano is also one that I don't think is in the Mario Kart Online rotation. I don't remember the last time I've played this track. It's alright. It's more interesting than, like, these. But is it as much fun to drive if, like, the jank platforms that part of the stage is falling away? I don't love that. Maybe here. I'm gonna have to move a bunch of these down or up because my B tier is like half of the track list currently. Alright. A lot of people don't like the way this was executed, the N64 Rainbow Road, because it's just like a 3-lap track basically where you have 3 different laps and it just takes a minute and the thing's over. But I think every section is good. Like the section with the chain chomps going up and down where you can trick on like on the stage moving, doing like these waves basically. The part where you drive through the stars, the part at the beginning where you drive through the stars and go through the circles in the air. I just think this is really good. You can drive on it really nice compared to this piece of garbage. This is an A tier track in my opinion. It's just like a little short, but wait, I put yeah, it's gotta be up here. It's gotta be up here. Yoshi Circuit. Yoshi Circuit. How do I feel about Yoshi Circuit? It's still the shape of Yoshi. That's pretty cool. Other than that, it has like this section where there's a bunch of like, I would call it island sorta with the plants on it you have to drive past. That's pretty interesting. There's this skip through a waterfall which is kind of cool, but I always end up, when I do that with a mushroom, I always end up falling off the stage on the other side because I kind of go too fast. But this is definitely better than a lot of things. Because it's like super interesting. Nice drive, long curves. So this is probably better than Dry Desert. Excitebike Arena. My opinion on Excitebike Arena changed drastically recently. I don't know why that is. But I just think I came to appreciate the minimalist design and that this stage is basically all skill. There's no stupid shortcut which you can do with a mushroom. It's just all very clean gameplay where you do like, if you drive the optimal route and you do all your tricks and stuff, you have a good shot at winning. It's really basic, but it's like really good. So this is, in my opinion, is an A tier track. Dragon Driftway sucks. I like the theme. I really want to like Dragon Driftway, but the corners are set up in such a way where you again need this wide drift to really enjoy the stage on 150cc. If you don't have the drift, there's like corners that feel miserable. You have to go extra slow on, so so it doesn't suck. There's like the section where you can do 3 tricks in a row. That's pretty cool. I like that. But other than that, like, driving inside the dragon is cool. Everything, like, theme-wise, everything design-wise on the stage is really cool. But, like, the layout, I don't like it. I don't like the layout of Dragon Driftway. So it's like a D tier stage. It's probably here. Mute City. Mute City is the one of the 2 F-Zero tracks in this game, giving this like racing crossover basically, and I love it. I think it's so sick. I think this is also really cool because you get passive income. You get coins from just driving on these rainbow sections of the thing, so I don't have to worry about hitting coins. By the way, coins is one of the most stupid mechanics in the entire game. Wario's Gold Mine is back, and maybe better than ever. I still don't like the bat section. I think the bat section is stupid. I don't like driving against bats. Like that, I don't like that. But other than that, I think I actually like it more that if you hit these cards, you get the speed boost. There's a cool trick at the end where you can skip a bunch, like, yeah, kind of like a shortcut. I think it's better than the Wii track. Yeah, this is probably here somewhere. Rainbow Road, the 3rd and final Rainbow Road in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And I think it's the 2nd best one. I actually like driving this one. There's like these small little ramps you can trick off. The layout feels pretty good. Yeah, I like it. It has the thing where like the stage does the waves and you can trick off it. When the thwomp bounces, you have to avoid hitting the thwomp. It's good. It's definitely up. It's not as good as the other Rainbow Road. I probably wouldn't even put it in the same tier. I would put it up here currently. Ice Ice Outpost. Ice Ice Outpost's entire gimmick is that it has like these 2 different tracks that go alongside other, and you can cross over a bunch of times. So I would put it like, at least it feels nice to drive. But other than that, I can't say much for it. I don't know how I feel about Hyrule Circuit. I mean, I think fundamentally it's pretty good, but it has 2 problems. 2 big problems in my opinion. Is one, there's also a bunch of bats flying like against you. You just drive into these bats and that sucks. But it only happens rarely. It's not as consistent as on the Wario Gold Mine track. And the other part is there's like the section where you have like 2 tracks right next to each other, separated by like a fissure, I would call it. And these curves are done in a way where if you like have the drift I prefer, and you're gonna see this, like a lot of beef with stages comes like with the tight drift being bad on that particular section on 150cc. And most of the time you bonk into something because it's just like too much of a curve. It's just too wide. The coins are rupees. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I think this is a B track. Definitely better than a lot of those. Where would I put it? Probably like here, behind Electrodome. Baby Park! Haha! GameCube Classic. 7 laps. 7 laps of Baby Park action. And I hate Baby Park. I'm sorry, but this is a no-brain. This is a no-brain track where it's all luck, and it depends on if you get hit by something or not. And even if you're in the lead, it doesn't matter, because like you're gonna overlap people, and you're still gonna be alongside a bunch of players. So even if you have a good start, you're still gonna be hit by a lot of stuff, because there's nothing to hide. Baby Park sucks. Baby Park is stupid. Baby Park is the worst track in the game. It has its own tier. Nothing is as bad as this stage. It's just a coin flip. It just feels so stupid. Cheeseland. I know a lot of people don't like Cheeseland, but there's like these little holes, these little craters you can trick out of. It has a few cool shortcuts, one where you like, go under a cheese bridge, and like a few ramps where you need, for all of which you need mushrooms, by the way. But the layout's alright. I don't think it looks particularly good, but it's like a B tier track. It's like, at least it's like nice to drive, right? I'm gonna have to do some cleaning up. I'm not happy with B tier right now. Wild Woods. I think Wild Woods is good. I think it's just fundamentally solid. It's fun to drive. Has a bunch of like sections where you can choose where you go. The design is nice. I think it's better than DK Jungle, which might seem crazy, because it's like obviously very similar to DK Jungle when it comes to the style, but I just think it's overall more fun to drive. So like, probably here. Animal Crossing. I like Animal Crossing. I think it's really, really nice. The ambience is good. I think the stage is like really interesting. Good shortcuts. A lot of boosts. I like getting the item boxes out of the sky on the balloon. It has different seasons. Good music. I didn't want to factor music in because every track has good music. Probably an A tier track. Probably here. Right. Neo Bowser City. I like this track so much at the start when I just played it offline on 100cc. This track was so good. But on 150cc, there's this one corner, and again, this is like my pet peeve, but with the tight drift, you can't take the corner. Just shoot off the edge every single time. It's so stupid. And the track would be so good otherwise, but I just can't drive on it. Which sucks. So I'm gonna put it low B. Ribbon Road for the Game Boy Advanced. This track is cool. I like the design. It's just at the end, there's like this... You can save so much time if you have a mushroom at the end. It's kind of stupid. Like, in that case, if it's like not a skill skip, other than like the very last section where it's like you get a mushroom and you're gonna overtake like a bunch of people that have to drive all the way around. Has a few cool shortcuts. The design is cool. There's like the wind up Koopas or whatever are on the track. Yeah, this one's good. This one's good. Probably like around here. Super Battle Subway is, in my opinion, just the worst Toad's Turnpike. I think it's just like designed in such a way where if you want to take the fastest route possible, it's so likely you're gonna hit the subway. And it also has like a bunch of very slow sections for no reason, which I don't understand. So I would put this like here in low C. I think the idea is so cool, and that they can definitely make this a good track if the layout was a little bit different. Big Blue, another F-Zero stage, really good, but in my opinion, not as good as Mute City. It has 3 different laps, which I really enjoy. But like the water section is not as good. Like where the part where you drive like in the water streams. I like the track switching between like the red and green tracks. So I think there's like an A tier. Alright. Just gotta put it here somewhere. Definitely better than Shy Guy Falls. Alright. I'm not happy with this layout, which means I have to move stuff around. Alright. We have too much in B tier, which means we have to move stuff up and down. And also we have too little in S tier and too much in A tier. Alright, so I'm gonna make a call. I'm putting Moomoo Meadows, Big Blue. I think Shy Guy Falls is too high. Like, not tier-wise, but like, it's not better than a lot of these tracks. I'm gonna move Rainbow Road up here. Alright, this looks a lot better already. Cloud Top Cruise, while I like it, is not that good. I like Womp Ruins more than Sunshine Airport. I don't like Shy Guy Falls that much, to be honest. I probably like it about this much. Maybe this much. I like it more than Ribbon Road. Neo Bowser City is going in C. Sweet Sweet Canyon is going in C. Bone Dry Ruins is going in C. And Mario Circuit is not that good. Maybe I bump Rainbow Road up. Now that the other Rainbow Road... Now that the N64 Rainbow Road is up here, I can put this one up there comfortably. And I don't feel bad about it. Mario Circuit. No, that's fine where it is. Grumble Volcano is a C. I'm sorry. Actually, Super Bell Subway deserves to be moved down a bit more. It's just I just don't like driving on it. I don't think it feels good. I think we're done. I think I'm happy. I think I'm happy with the list as it stands. This is my opinion after playing a bunch online, and I actually noticed that there's a few tracks which never get into the online rotation, which sucks. So I can't judge them as accurately. Maybe Grumble Volcano is amazing. I just haven't driven on it in a while. But other than that, I'm happy. And with that, that's the end of the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed my Mario Kart 8 Deluxe track tier list. That's a long word. So that'll be all from me. I'll see you next time.